I remember one time I don't remember where I was at. I think we like got drunk with some friends, and so I was at someone's house. And this guy was dreaming in his sleep. He was like across the room on the floor. I'm dangled halfway across the couch. Some chick is on the other side of the room like barfing, and so this dude is like,
hell yeah,
he's sleeping, but he's talking in his dream. And all of a sudden he looks up and he's screaming, and he goes, ah! And he starts screaming in real life. And we all looked up at him like, dude, what the fuck was that? And he just looked around. He was so scared. I almost shit my pants. I was like, my God, dude, I'm drunk. You can't be doing that right now.
Yeah, what the hell? Sit down. Like, relax a little bit. Take a load off. Bad dreams are so weird, man. I don't know. Like, we brought up, like, the not being able to run in dreams. That shit is annoying. Your teeth falling out. Have you ever had a dream like that?
No.
I feel.
What the fuck?
What?
No.
You haven't?
No, not at all. What is this?
I feel like that's a pretty common trope.
I've had dreams where my teeth were gummy.
Okay, well, that's maybe part of it, but
Could you imagine that, though? Like, your teeth are just like fucking gummy bears, and they when you mush them together.
Oh my God, I could picture them, like, popping out and, like, forming an army, like, surrounding me. Like, hey, what? It's a gummy bear teeth army. You better back up, bitch. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, God.
Stupid, I don't know.
Did you drop the acid this morning?
No, dude. Okay, that didn't happen, but, like, I'm just saying, like, what if?
We're the gummy bear troop. The gummy bear troop.
Yeah, you never know. Those things, they could just cut right into you. They all start, like, they form up in formation like a bunch of ants. They move to the kitchen. They get the butcher's knife. Whoever has a butcher's knife in your home, I know a lot of people don't, but whatever. They get the butcher's knife, and they come back. And you can't win because all the entire rest of the army is like holding you down.
Yeah, you can't.
That's messed up.
But you know what is really cute though about dreaming and stuff is when you see your dog or cat or somebody, your pet, sleeping and dreaming.
Oh my
and
goodness.
You just like, okay, so I have a little pug, so when he dreams, he's just you can tell he's like chasing something because he'll start to like make a running motion, and he'll go...
Yeah, a little pause.
He'll be like, woof, woof, woof. And I just look at him, I'm like, I wonder what he's, like, chasing. He's probably just in a field, just, like, chasing after some pug chicks and, having some lemonade out by the ranch.
Oh, the ranch. The ranch where all
pug
good dogs
ranch.
go. The pug ranch. Olive will do that sometimes where her like paws will like shake a little bit, and my family dog back home, Cookie, she'll like she won't really like do like the motion thing, but you could hear like like with her mouth like still closed and everything, and it's like, oh yeah, what are they dreaming of? What do doggies dream when they go to dreamland? The world may never know. Well, so another bad dream that I'll often have, not to deter from our good doggy dreams, but just to bring it back, is, yes, the teeth falling out, dude, that shit sucks. But have you ever been driving in a dream?
Ever? I don't know if I've ever drove in a dream. I'm sure I have, but nothing that I can remember off the top of my head.
Well, every time I drive in a dream, it's the worst. It's either I'm driving on the thickest sheet of ice in my entire life.
Oh my God. Or you're driving into sides of houses while you're trying to deliver pizza.
No, no, that one was real. For anybody that doesn't know, I used to work at Domino's. And I crashed into the side of a house when I was delivering a pizza once.
That's right. You heard this. He crashed into the side of a house.
I'm gonna start that whole thing over. I just want to give the full story because might as well just bring up the whole thing. So, back when I was a young lad of 2 years ago when I was still delivering pizza at Domino's. I pulled into a driveway and I had 2 deliveries. So I had to take it to this one house and then I had another one after that.
Okay.
So...
And you're just trying to be efficient. That's all you're trying to do.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be efficient. Keep the car running. Put it in park.
Right.
Or did I? Put it in park?
Oh, audience, can you guess what he did?
So here's the situation. I thought I put it in park. I get out of my car. I'm jumping out. Doors open. And I see my car is still rolling up the driveway.
Oh.
It's about to hit. Oh my God, this is not good. I'm getting like, my stomach is like turning right now. I am behind this car and I'm like, oh, that's a nice car. And I'm like, oh shit, my car's moving towards it. Here's a little bit more context. My car that I had at that time, I still have it. I bought that car in the beginning of July 2018. I got into that situation, this situation that I'm talking about right now, October of 2018. So I'm delivering this pizza. I get out. I see the car is still moving. So I'm like, oh shit, I got to jump back in, slam on the brake, put it in park. My bad. I go to hit the brake and I hit the gas.
Ooh.
And I
hit the gas, ladies and gentlemen.
And I hit it.
And then what happened?
Kate's dying in the background. I hit the gas.
Yes.
I immediately, I think, there is no saving me from hitting something. It doesn't have to be the car, but I am hitting something. Because the way that this driveway worked was the house was a little bit like outwards and the driveway kind of moved in towards the house where it's like part of the house was next to the driveway. Right? So that's my thought process. Something's got to get hit. Don't want it to be this car.
So let it be a more expensive option. Somebody's house where you could kill someone.
I tried to stay away from the car as much as I could. That was my thought process.
Okay.
I didn't want to hit anything, but I needed to get away somehow, and I couldn't hit the brakes in time. So I just spin the wheel as hard as I can to the left to get out of the way of this car.
I can just see your face like, oh my God.
I collide directly into the side of their house.
Ring, ring, your pizza's your bitch.
Yeah, and they coming out. I'm like, oh no. So I hit the house, and
what did they do? Did they just come out and are like, what the fuck?
Well, a man came out and he was like, oh my God, like what happened? Oh my God, are you okay? And then the wife came out.
Oh no.
And she was pissed. She is like, turn your fucking car off right now. And like, get out of the car, blah, blah, blah.
Oh my God.
And so I'm like shaking. I'm like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Like, and like, I didn't even think, like, I could have just I just could have went up to the car. Please? I turned the car off. I get out because I want to get away from the car as fast as I could because I don't know what the hell's going to happen.
Right.
I could have gotten their pizza. I could have gotten their pizza to them, but I didn't. It was within the 30 minutes, so I was still in the clear, but I didn't think to give them the pizza, so that was not good.
So they didn't even get their pizza and they got
They didn't get their
gift.
pizza. They didn't get their pizza.
You know what would have been funny if you, like, the cops were like, had you stay there to get all the information, and while they're talking to them, you just start eating their pizza.
Well, let me continue.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Let me continue, because I didn't, but let me continue.
Oh, boy.
So, the police obviously get notified,
Right.
and they come, and the fire department comes, and they're inspecting the situation. I'm getting questioned about like what happened, and the firefighters are assessing the situation, and they say, "Oh, you didn't just hit the house, you hit the gas line on their house."
Kenny.
And I was like, what does that mean? Does that mean my fucking car is going to explode and their house is going to explode?
It's gonna be like a scene out of Die Hard, and you just like walking back with explosions, and you just got their pizza.
Dude, this was like maybe a 5-minute drive from the police. Not from the police. It was a 5-minute drive from the Domino's where I worked at.
Oh,
so
God.
I probably could have walked away. I would, but obviously I wouldn't, or anything like that. But so they are assessing the situation. They're like, okay, now there's a gas leak under your car.
Oh my God!
And I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? Like, what is gonna happen? So, like, all the neighbors are coming out, and it's October. This is when I lived in Rhode Island. So, like, all like the neighbors are coming out, and they're like, one of them gave me a jacket because they were really nice, and I didn't have a jacket, and they were like trying to like comfort me and everything. And they like the fire department, after they're done assessing it, they're like, okay, you're on like a gas line. We have to like we can't move your car, so we have to like try and shut this off from like from wherever. And so they contacted like the city, and we're like, you got to like cut the gas to this house.
How quickly are they able to do that?
So because it was like the police department, they had the connections they needed. They got in touch really quick, but they didn't get it cut. They couldn't do it for some reason. I think it was because it was October in Rhode Island. They were like, we can't do that because it would cut it off to the entire street, and like everybody needs like the heat right now. We can't do that.
Okay.
So what happens next? This is like an hour or so into the situation. What happens next is they call some construction service, something or other. The only way to cut this manually is to dig into the street in front of their home and under it and hit the gas line and turn it off manually from there.
Kenny, what the fuck, man?
So they dig up the street that I was on, and they like crack through the concrete. They dig 6 feet, 7 feet under, however deep it is.
Is this all in the same night?
This is all within the span of like 3 or 4 hours.
Oh my God.
So I'm still there watching all of this happen. And they're digging it up. They cut the gas line. And then we have to wait for the gas to dissipate out from the house. Because like, oh my God. Yeah, they just had to cut the gas line because they had like pets and they didn't want the pets getting hurt, obviously. And the pets were not hurt. Nobody was hurt.
Did the family have to move out of the house for like a few days or something?
I don't know. I don't know what the situation was like after that. But, everybody was outside of the house for a good amount of time.
Oh my God.
While this whole digging up of the ground was happening,
right,
they ordered pizza again.
What?
And they got it from Little Caesars. And they started eating Little Caesars while all this was happening.
I like that.
And the guy was like, I'm sorry we had to go with your competitor. I was like, that's fair. Like, I can't. I couldn't.
You cannot make that up. I don't even think you could fucking lucid dream that shit. That is hilarious.
No. And like, they got it for like the police officers, and like, everybody was eating this Little Caesars, and I was so sick to my stomach that, okay, I didn't eat anything, but also on top of that, nobody offered me anything. So,
well, of course not. You're on timeout. They ordered Little Caesars. They were like, "What's the